600,000. That's how many employees Amazon would like to replace with robots by the year 2033. Now, this is according to reports from the New York Times based off of some internal Amazon documents. They are looking to replace their workforce or not hire up to 600,000 warehouse and other staff. These cuts will likely come across the entire organization. So that's from your white collar positions of technical support coding, your merchandising buying positions, including, of course, a large portion of the bulk being in your warehouse position. So think of 600,000 people who will no longer be working. Not sure how they expect to actually sell product when they cut 600,000 people from the workforce, but that is the current update from
Amazon wants to lay off 600,000 people. You know, I mean, this is the future that we're looking at. Bleak future by 2033. This lines up with the whole 2030 agenda.
Amazon plans to replace 600,000 workers with robots by 2033. 600,000 workers.
If they really want to just automate the workforce, are we going to switch to a universal basic income society? Are we going to switch to a society where we're going to give out checks? I highly doubt that. So what are we going to do? Is it going to look like the Hunger Games? That's what I would like to know.
And they think they could eliminate 160,000 employees by 2027. That's less than 2 years. Amazon believes by cutting all these jobs and replacing their robots, they can save us 30 cents per item that we buy. Do you think it's worth it cutting 600,000 jobs just to save 30 cents per item?
They want to cut that many jobs just for 30 cents. I'm calling bollocks, because what are you going to do with all that quote unquote unrealized gains by not having people that you got to pay their annually wages, pizza parties, all that kind of stuff? Like, there's a lot of things that go into employees. So all that cost that these people are talking about saving, they can only give it to the consumer and pass by a savings of 30 cents. Make it make sense.
Amazon is the first company, so you know other companies like Target, Walmart, and so many other brands are going to see what Amazon does. And if they're successful, you know they're going to follow the same trend. Even Elon Musk believes that all jobs, not just some jobs, but all jobs will be eliminated with AI and robotics. My only question is, when is AI going to create more jobs than it replaces? Because
I'm glad he said that for the rank and file average person, or just a normal person, where is the jobs going to be for them? Because to get in any of these AI roles where you do machine learning or Oracle, data centers or whatever, you're going to have highly sought after certifications. And that's if they even still keep a full team and not just keep a skeleton crew.
one thing that we were promised, that AI is going to create new jobs for us to do. It doesn't seem like that. It seems like it's just cutting and replacing so many jobs. I know in the long term, the goal with robots and AI is to reduce the prices of goods and services. But what is everyone supposed to do when all the jobs are replaced? How are we supposed to generate any income? Elon Musk believes that in the future, everyone's going to have universal high income. So there's a little bit of hope that there's going to be a positive outcome from all of these changes. Maybe these companies are over-exaggerating their estimates, but who knows?
Universal high income. So are the millionaires, trillionaires, billionaires, are they going to take away from their net flow, their cash flow, and they're just going to give it to everybody? I highly, highly, highly doubt that. You see more people on social media now than ever. What if that is the job of the future? You have to be on social media and not just entertain your fan base, but you also have to entertain these brands. You have to entertain Musk, the celebrities, all these people. And depending on how your fan base goes and how many followers you get, that's how good you live or appear to live, because you're not going to be on their level. I mean, you can be rich like Mr. Beast, but I don't think he's rich like Bezos.
The only way that you would benefit from these moves is if you invest your money into these businesses that are building AI and robotics.
So what these people are telling us is the light at the end of the tunnel is investing. It could help for some, but average people or just people that aren't really even into investing or know any kind of ways to go about it, It's not going to help those kind of people.
Amazon plans to replace 600,000 jobs with robots. Amazon reportedly plans to avoid hiring up to 600,000 U.S. workers by 2033 by ramping up its use of robots in warehouse and logistics. Internal documents suggest the company is aiming to automate 75% of its operation. That could eliminate around 160,000 jobs by 2027, saving up to $12.6 billion. Amazon insists these numbers do not represent its total workforce strategy and says the document reflects only one team's perspective. Experts warn that if Amazon pulls this off, it could shift from being a major job creator to a net job destroyer, with ripple effects across the
Net job destroyer. Ooh. So again, we asking the question. People in the back, are you listening? Okay, cool. When all these AI automation programs, robotic hand pickers, come to a warehouse near you and have it so that Angie, Tabitha, Keisha, Devontae, Cooper, they can't do their little 8-hour, 12-hour stint in the warehouse. What is going to happen to them? Alien Musk with the forehead, with the Sea Kyle Hale hand holding up guy, whatever. Where is this high income coming from? Because I can quote a whole bunch of companies laying off people, but I have yet to see any kind of high net income plan that these people are talking about. I don't hear anything about what's going to happen to the people that aren't able to work and if there's going to be a stimulus pay or paycheck for those people that get replaced by AI. And this is just warehouse stuff. What about when AI comes for the specialized fields, like people that are technicians and they repair and they have to splice wires and do things of that nature? Of course, electricity, but what happens is if it ever gets to that point? Not saying it will, but what happens if it's the question? It's not a matter if it can happen, but a matter of when it could happen.